got the juice. Ha. Said I got the.
What's up, y'all? This is Kendra from Busta Blanca, and you are watching Still Got the Juice TV, and we got Cmenow in the studio, Mr. Round the World Row, Cmenow Now Later Hater. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, from the Big Bronx.
Big Bronx all day. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, I'm so happy that you're here. How you feeling?
I feel good. I love the hospitality. I love the setup. I love the energy. Good vibes.
I love that. So I want you to tell us about Gray Area.
Gray area, copy that. So gray area was a concept. I was sitting there chopping it up with a couple of people, and we was like tossing ideas about like a mixtape or EP, full project, this, that, and the third. So I was like, yeah, blah. I think I'm gonna do a mixtape called Gray Area. And one of my mans was like, nah, that's an album. He was like, that's an EP, that's a full project, this, that, and the third. So the concept of Gray Area kind of comes from my growing up. Like, I had family who was very much, 1 foot in the streets, 1 foot in the boardroom, across the board. So kind of watching how they maneuver, that's how we came with the Gray Area.
I love it. Okay. Are there any songs completed right now? Anything that we can look forward to? Singles?
Yeah, so I'll be dropping a single very soon. I'm not gonna give you the exact date, but I think I'm gonna run with the single being called My Name, and it's like a completely different energy. I'm talking, it's not really heavy bar work, but if you grown, you could relate to it for real. Like one of the lines is like, I really don't stress niggas who run around to impress niggas. Hey, can't really fuck with you. You walking around and impress other niggas, fuck out of here.
Word. I completely agree. Well, talking about bars, you've done a lot of freestyle performances lately, and I want to break down some lyrics from your Pull It freestyle.
I like you.
Listen, I like you too. So you said, going up, I got a ball like a 50-50 chance. My youngin' got a switch with a clip long as a branch. Impact like a grenade. I'm breaking through your brigade, and I hate 12 like I dropped out the 11th grade.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Alright, so we'll actually start backwards, because I definitely got pulled over by the cops today.
Yes, share that with your story. What happened?
Yeah, so they said I was in and out of lanes. I be driving a little crazy sometimes, and then they pulled me over, and they was like, excuse me, your 10's past legal mark, and I'm looking at him like, these shits is past legal mark. These shits is blacked the fuck out. Had me sitting there for like 20-30 minutes over some bullshit. Gave me a ticket, kept it pushing on to the next stop. What is that? And my youngin' got a switch with a clip long as a branch. Just trying to be clever and witty. I do got a couple of young boys who be wild, and I be trying to talk to them. They be like, we ain't trying to hear that shit. They be like, all right, cool, you got it. What was the rest of that?
You said going up, I got a ball like a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, going up, I got a ball like a 50-50 chance. So that was just a reference to football. Like, toss the ball up 50-50, you either gonna get it or you're not. And that's kind of like my approach to life. It's like, I'm at the very fucking least I'm going to try. And it pretty much ain't too many things that's gonna block me from achieving my goals. Like, I've hit most of them on the mark, so we gonna keep it doing that way.
I love it. So you shared a video of Ish advising that it's your responsibility to educate yourself in the business that you're working in order to deter people from taking advantage of your ignorance.
Absolutely.
Have you ever been taken advantage of as an indie artist? Tell us about the situation and what you learned from it.
So I've been lucky, whereas I haven't been taken advantage financially. I had a bullshit management contract. Manager wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. So luckily, we basically went through the first half of the terms of that contract where we just parted ways, kept it pushing. My biggest issue as an indie artist, my time not being respected. Like, respect my fucking time. Like, if we agree to do something, then let's agree to do it. Plain and simple. Like,
you were just talking about that.
Yeah. In this business, it's like, I think one of the best ways to do business is one hand wash, other both wash the face. But we both got to start with acknowledging the importance of each other's time. Like, let's start with time and respect each other's time, and we can build from there.
Facts. I completely agree. That'll make or break a lot of relationships. So you're investing in your skills at the engine room as an audio engineer and production student. Talk about the perspective of becoming a student again to eventually become a master of your craft.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'm nervous. Like, I'm super nervous. It's been a while.
For the honesty, bro. Like, that's scary, bro.
What? Yeah, like transitioning career paths. or rather adding to the career path that's in front of me. Like, I don't want to be a one-dimensional person, period.
Right.
If I'm in a room, if I'm not a writer, if I'm not creating melodies, I could get behind the boards and work. We literally just talking about this, being somebody who essentially does everything on their own. Like, networking is key for me. So if I'm not recording, if I'm not writing, if I'm not behind the board, I'm at the very least going to be networking. Let me find out what you do, and let's make it happen.
Word. I love that. One thing that I do commend you for, though, is like allowing yourself to be a beginner at something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you've been doing music for years, so now you've created or you've accumulated skill set in that regard. But now, completely, I kind of liken it to going back to a shepherd. You know, like, and that takes a certain humility, but it's only going to serve you.
I think like one of my personal attributes that I love about myself, being somebody, like, I'm an only child, everything I do is predominantly on me. I really don't like to lean on people, I don't like to ask for help. And I think it's important to recognize, like, you can't have a sense of entitlement in this business. Because a lot of people just walk into rooms like, oh, I'm here, I should have X, Y, Z. Like, I'm old school, why should you have it? Okay, prove it to me. Okay, can you do it again? Okay, you did it, now let's figure out where you can improve. Oh, you think you're the big and baddest thing coming? Cool. You take that energy, let's see how far I get you. The fault of entitlement and being able to just understand I'm starting my 10,000 hours over again.
Right.
Like, it's cool with me. And at the same time, I see the bigger picture. Like, I see, like, 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, like, you know, whether it be, you know, assistant director of digital marketing, assistant director of media, assistant director of outreach through the record label, you know, we helping with budgeting, anything, merchandising. Like, I want to be able to contribute to any room I'm in. So, you know, ain't nothing wrong with learning a new skill.
Completely agree. We're going to change gears a little bit. So you're a part of a fraternity.
Yeah.
Sci Phi.
Shout out to the bros.
Yeah, the first international fraternal organization founded on the campus of an HBCU.
Yes.
That's high regard right there.
November 17, 1911, Thurkill Hall.
You don't hear, I love it. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Nah, it's a whole
As you
lot.
should. I'm giving you that moment. Like, we don't hear enough about, first of all, we don't hear enough about male rappers and men rappers going to college. We don't hear enough about rappers pledging and what that means. So have this moment, brother.
Alright, so, you know, education is important. Like, that's first things first. One of the reasons why I joined Omega Psi Phi fraternity was for the brotherhood as well as the networking. Some of the best people in the world I ever met, I met through my frat. Some of my biggest resources are through my fraternity. I don't know why, but I feel like this generation has this tendency, is like, nobody wants to be smart. Like, being smart is not cool. No, being smart is the coolest thing you could do, especially as an artist. Because when you get in the game, 9 out of 10 of the people you hire, they went to school. You probably gonna need a publicist, a lawyer, an accountant, a manager. You want people who have gotten their education either formally or even informally. If they have 20, 15, 30 years in the game, they absolutely have knowledge with their experience. But there's nothing wrong with educating yourself. And I think a lot of people, for some reason, especially in our culture in hip hop, is like, it's shunned upon that you are willing to learn. And it's like, yeah, stupid, I want to know what's going on.
Right.
Like, plain and simple, I want to know what's going on. Like, from the janitor to the boss, like, I want to get information from everybody.
And that's the way you do it. How can we listen to your freestyles while we wait for the Gray Area project?
Yo, anything you want, you can tap at me on Instagram, Mr_C. You could DM me. Oh, I need to shout out Heen. So Heen is in Poland. Heen actually found me on the gram, and he literally sent me like 100 beats for us to do a project.
Shout out to Heen.
Shout out to Heen. I'm gonna be tapping at him real soon. Shout out to Mason Music Studio, home-based studio for me. And shout out to the Big Bronx. Like, multifaceted, multi-dynamic, above all, just greatness.
Love it. And what does Still Got the Juice mean to you?
Yo, still got the juice means you still got a passion for life. You still got a passion to learn. You still got a passion to grow. You still got a passion to evolve. You can learn something new every day from anyone at any time. Still got the juice.
Perfect, man. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Cmenow, for coming through and dropping beer gems. We love it. We love it. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and it's a wrap.